So here we are wrapping up in Australia. I flew out of Melbourne towards the end of February and landed in Colombo in Sri Lanka. Here I picked up a super cheap rental car. It came equipped with a check engine light and proceeded to navigate on the wrong side of the road. This was gnarly. I explored the Knuckles Preserve with a few other fellow travelers, one of them being Neil. He was from England and ended up becoming a good friend of mine. We did a little bit of swimming and then headed out to check out some of the local cuisine. It was extremely cheap and extremely tasty.
Pretty tasty?
After that, I headed down towards Ella. Ella is where I met a few of my German friends, and they boarded my rental car and we toured the area together. It was awesome. That was Sabrina, Jacob, and Jewel. This is the Nine Arches Bridge, a bit of a tourist hotspot. And this was the hostel where I met my German friends. Came complete with bug nets. This is one of the peaks that we hiked. It was called Little Adams Peak. And we watched the sunset from up there. It was gorgeous. After that, we went to a local tattoo parlor and some of the Germans got matching tattoos. It was a super awesome night. After Ella, we parted ways with Jacob and picked up Nick. Nick was a DJ from Berlin. We went down to the national park and were able to spot a whole bunch of different cool animals.
Viewers, what we have here, we've got a little bit of peace going on over here. Peaceful buffalo.
Yeah, Nico likes the peace.
And then over here, these guys are seriously pissed at each other.
We were able to watch these elephants bathe and have a wonderful time. Toured through this tiny little village in hopes of trying to find this waterfall. And it was really hot out, and it was quite a hike to get to the top. But eventually we were rewarded with some excellent swimming and cliff jumping. On my way back to Colombo, I stopped in Weligama to chill by the beach for a little bit. And then it was time to fly to Greece to visit my friend Spyros, who I had met in a campground in Bulgaria. Spyros took me in, fed me, kept me entertained, and also provided transportation on the back of his motorcycle. So it was pretty funny, but also quite nerve-wracking. But fortunately, he was a long-time racer and knew what he was doing. We had a wonderful dinner.
Yamas! Spyros 1, Spyros 2, and Anna. Thank you, my friends.
After Greece, I thought, I better stop in Berlin for about a $40 flight. This is the Berlin Wall Memorial. This is East Germany, and that's West Germany. After Berlin, I headed to Copenhagen to a small place called Christiania, and this was kind of more or less a hippie commune, totally self-governing, and they have their own set of rules there. Rather than take a plane, I decided to take a high-speed train from Copenhagen to Stockholm. It was actually the last train to leave the country before the borders closed down due to coronavirus. Spent some time in this indoor wingsuit tunnel. Here I was able to train with Patrick Kramer and Espen Fadness. Espen is a legend in the sport of wingsuiting. After the training is when the stress really began. I had to get all the way back to Northern Ireland. That's where my van was stationed. But borders were shutting down due to COVID. I guess we'll have to wait until the next video to see if I made it.